Today we're talking about digital music, which I think has been unfairly villainized in recent years. That plus my favorite segment, Opening the Mail, coming up today on Friday Night Vinyl. Hi, my name is Frank. It's Friday. That means it's time to kick back, relax, and talk music. If this is your first time here, click that subscribe button for more episodes like this one. Now, I hope you stick around for the second half of today's episode for the Opening the Mail segment. I got a couple of really cool packages from Craft Recordings. Craft is one of the better reissued labels out there, plus a package from a channel 33 RPM viewer. Also, you may notice I changed t-shirts throughout this episode. That's because I had filmed the entire video and then got one more package in the mail, and I did not want to wait to open that one for the next episode of Open the Mail, so I'm splicing that one in here. So that explains the two t-shirts. Anyway, without further ado, let's talk digital. So first, the whole digital thing. I did a video a couple weeks ago where I talked about an Alice Cooper reissue I got, and I was sort of lamenting the fact that it did not sound as good as my 1970s pressing. And there's a lot of comments about it. People saying maybe it's the mastering, maybe it's the fact that it was sourced from digital. But this is sort of where I think we should clear the air, and there's no disrespect meant by this to anyone whatsoever. This is just sort of a common sentiment in the vinyl community that any album that comes from a digital source must be horrible. And that is just so not true. There are plenty of albums, vinyl albums sourced digitally that sound fantastic. I mean, really, if we think about it, anything recorded past the mid to late 80s was recorded digitally. And most of the reissues we're buying now come from digital sources. The key here is what sort of digital source and how it was mastered. And I got a really great comment here, which I'm going to read to you, or read portions of it, from a fellow from a record label called Miller Records in the Netherlands. And he was kind of weighed in on the fact that I said that my Alice Cooper reissue sounds flat, it sounds dull, and it sounds uninspired. And he sort of weighed in on that. He said, "At first I thought your issue with the reissue was going to be the artwork quality. As a label owner, this one really annoys me. Some labels do it right, but most labels just use vinyl as a cash grab." But this is where it gets interesting. He talks about the flatness of sound, and I referred to that Alice Cooper record. I said it was flat. I said it sounded dull and uninspiring. What he says here is that the flatness of the sound depends on both source and whoever cuts the damn thing. I can have the exact same source be cut to vinyl 5 times. I promise you they will all sound slightly different. Flatness probably is caused by a flat source. I want to get something clear because a lot of people complain about a digital source. Now, a digital source isn't bad. A shitty digital source is bad. And on top of that, a good digital source still needs to be mastered for vinyl. But for those who claim a digital source is always bad, they better stop buying vinyl then, especially new music. Just your general new music, say mid-90s till now, most of it was digitally recorded. I said mid-80s, he says mid-90s. Plenty of great sounding vinyl out there from digital sources. Simple problem is cost cutting, or for some labels, they just can't be arsed about quality, be it artwork or sound quality. So there you go. I just wanted to read this comment because it's so true. Digital is not inherently bad. Some digital sounds fantastic. It comes down to the mastering, and as this viewer suggests, sort of how that vinyl is cut. That makes a world of difference. I mean, beyond that, if you can use an MP3 and press a vinyl record out of that, it's not going to sound great. But digital is not bad. There's high definition digital audio. There's CDs. CDs I even think sound great. I mean, CDs, it's the death of the CDs, right? Most people, not most people, but CD sales are plunging and all that sort of stuff. I still love CDs. They sound great at all. They sound great as well. So this is sort of I'm just going to end on saying this. Just, we can't dismiss digital outright. There is some good digital out there, but sometimes a bad pressing is just a bad pressing. Now, on to my favorite segment, Opening the Mail.
channel 33 RPM.
As I said, I got a record in the mail, a promo copy of something or other. But the first thing I want to open is from a viewer by the name of Ron Muse. Ron, I hope I got your last name right. And he lives in Indiana. I've been talking to Ron back and forth for a while. And I helped him, I think I helped him choose a record player, kind of get into that. So he sent me this. Absolutely no need to send me anything, Ron, but I do appreciate it. He emailed me. I love the letters that come with the mail. That's one of my favorite parts. But he said he forgot to include a letter, so he emailed it to me. And I haven't looked at what he emailed over, but I will quickly read it right now. It says, "Dear Frank, love the show and just wanted to say thank you for all the great advice and encouragement that you give to us here on 33 RPM. You're welcome, Ron. Thank you for watching. Just want to send you a token of my appreciation in the form of a small gift that I think will give the show some bling." Hey, I can always use some bling, Ron. "I hope you like it and that you will get many years of joy and practical use out of it. I would love to see more of Sherry, Mrs. RPM, as she is so cute." I tend to agree, and adds a very special aspect to the show. Love you both. Wishing you the best. Violently yours, Ron Muse, Indiana, USA. Thank you, Ron. And Sherry will be back for an episode very, very soon. Anyway, let's give this an open. What can be in here? What can be in here? I don't know. And it actually looks like a wristwatch. This is some bling indeed. Thank you, Ron. It is a vinyl record. I love it. I won't put it on now. It's going to fit very nicely there. Thank you, Ron. I'm going to wear this tomorrow, to work tomorrow. Thanks, man. Not necessary whatsoever. I would never ask anyone to send over, but I'm always humbled when you do. And from the bottom of my blackened heavy metal heart, thank you, Ron. And we got this one. And I think I know what it is, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, it's the reissue of Filter's album called Title of Record. This was their big one. Take a Picture. I loved that tune. I remember seeing these guys back in the 90s opening for Ozzy Osbourne. So it's on Craft Recordings, and Craft Recordings has always been very good to this channel. Okay, I'm liking the album cover. It's not glossy, it's sort of this flat cardboard. There's the back. Let's give it an open. Okay, I got the photo of the band. Here we have the lyrics. Is this a 2 LP set? Yes, it is a 2 LP set. So we got the custom inner sleeves. There's one. There's a second one, Filter, Title of Record. And I think this is straight up black vinyl. Yes, it is. There we go. Straight up black wax, which is my favorite. All right, as I mentioned at the top of this video, I had recorded the whole mail segment, and then I got another package in the mail from Craft. I did not want to wait for the next video to open it because curiosity got the best of me, so I'm splicing in some extra stuff in here, which explains the change of costumes. So let's give this one an open. Change of costumes, change of t-shirts. Yes! It's a CCR, the long-awaited release of this legendary 1969 performance. Creedence's complete Woodstock set featuring live renditions of their classic hits, Born on the Bayou, Green River, Bad Moon Rising, Susie Q, Proud Mary, and more. Double LP in a gatefold jacket. I was really looking forward to this one, and I was hoping that they would send me a promo copy of it. So thank you very much. Let's give it an open and see what's inside. By the way, since I recorded that last segment, I have given the Filter album a listen. The vinyl is beautiful. It sounds excellent, and I'd actually forgotten how much I enjoyed that album. So that one definitely gets a channel 33 RPM seal of approval. There's the back of the album jacket. It's a gatefold. Oh, my phone's dinging. Very nice. These ones come on clear inners. They are on a replica of the old Fantasy label. I can't wait to give this one a spin as soon as I'm done today's video. All right, 33ers, let me know what you thought of today's episode in the comments below. What's your stance on digital? Are you like me that not all digital is bad? I would love to hear your perspective as well. Let me know what you thought of the mail segment. I think I got some pretty cool stuff. Have you checked out these albums? If you haven't, I highly encourage you to do that. Otherwise, I hope each and every one of you has a fantastic weekend. Until next time, keep on spinning.